Once upon a time on Facebook, I saw a post from Jeff Calton. And the beauty and the plants that I saw there have led us here today, and we're going to be amazed. I'm about to go into the head of Jeff Calton. We are in Carter's Valley, and I'm standing before a garden that I feel like is an artist's palette, that you're collecting the colors and how you have successfully achieved this in these gardens here before us. So talk to me about your choices of color and height and plant selection in here.
Well, there's no real process. We just pop it in and put it in, and the beds continually grow. Dylan took over this part. This over here was already existed. Put it in. I like the globe thistles. They're tall, they're electric blue, good for pollinators, and give you a good long season with no work.
Okay, are they invasive or anything?
No, not at all. That's only 2 plants right there. They get big and wide, but they're not invasive at all. Once they finish flowering, I cut them down.
Yeah, and I love this melon color of this daylily right here. That is so beautiful. Those 2 colors so complement each other. So
I don't know the variety of that one.
Well, we don't have to. You can find them. They're readily available in that color. But then echoing back behind that, you picked up yellow. And that, you said, what's the name of that daylily?
That's an old standby. That's Hyperion right there. Large flowers, fragrant. They never fail you.
Okay, let me ask you this. It has multiple bloomscapes and buds. Is that the season, or is that going to happen every year?
That happens every year.
That's really good to know.
Every year.
And then that red back there, that's so brilliant behind that yellow, that is...
it's CROCOSMIA Lucifer.
Yes, I can't ever say that.
That one's a Lucifer.
Yeah, and then I know that to your left over here, there's another plant color. Even to the far back, there's that orange daylily that, you know, I like orange, but orange has its place, kind of, doesn't it? That's really orange. It does.
That's Primal Scream, is that variety, and it's really good when the flowers are large. It's always dependable, and it does a good job. And that plant has converted a lot of people who don't like orange in their garden. They want that.
Would you believe I have just been gifted one of those?
They're good ones. You won't regret it. You'll be happy to have it.
And sometimes in life we get bogged down, but this is the best bog to have. And I'm quite envious because I've always wanted a bog, Jeff. So you've surrounded it with complementary plants, and let's go to the center of the subject. The pitcher plants.
These are Sarracenias, the pitcher plants. It's one of my favorite plants in the whole yard. These are the flowers. They have these otherworldly, they don't look of this planet, but they grow. This is in a submerged bathtub.
And it's got water all the time?
All the time. It's filled with peat, sphagnum peat, and then you saturate it. You just have to get in there like Lucy doing the grapes and get it all wet, and then you plant those. Sometimes I have to top it off with water, but normally the rainfall keeps it wet enough.
And it's in a bathtub with a bullet hole?
Mm-hmm. It's in a bathtub with a bullet hole.
Okay.
Right here. There's quite a few, and they grow. These, you cut them back once a year. That's all you ever do to them.
Well, you know, in my mind, I had those pictured as being a Florida plant.
No.
So they are hardy.
Some of them go up to zone 4.
I'm going to...
Not all of them, but some of them.
I have something I might try putting those in, and I can't help but look right over there. Look at the sun beaming off of the calla lily.
That calla, I like the leaves, I like the flower. It's not a performer. It has 1 flower a year, so you enjoy that one while you can.
But you know, I think that's kind of an insignificant bloom if you look at it in the world of colored foliage.
Mm-hmm. I like the foliage. The flowers are gravy.
Yes, they are.
They are gravy.
They're just a little icing, but it melts.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about other things that are complementing, say, your pitcher plant. This is really pretty. What is the name of this carrot?
This is Carex buckanii. It says I never met a Carex I didn't like. A lot of people don't like this one because of the color, but I do. This bronzy leaf.
It has its place in your palette.
Yeah.
But now let me ask you, I've had this, but mine was not winter hardy. Maybe because I had it in a container.
Probably it. These have been here for years. Now, every few years I'll dig them up, chop them in pieces and replant, because this one's starting, it'll die in the center. You get this donut hole. You just have to chop them up. And they'll start
This
over.
right here has the trunks of age. What is this?
This is a Japanese maple. This is Shishigashira, a lion's head maple. And they'll turn, has this real finely cut leaf, slow grower, has a real nice fall color. This is not normal. They never get big, but I had to cut about 6 feet out of the top of this one. It got hit with a verticillium wilt, and I was going to take the whole plant out. And then friends in Oregon said, no, go below that, cut it out till you get wood that doesn't have dark streaks
Just
in
like
the wood.
you were doing a rose that had off in the
So I
stem.
cut that off. I cut about 6 feet off, and it's so far doing fine.
Well, now, and y'all think about that wilt happening only in our perennial plants, soft tissue, but it happens in a tree.
It happens in the trees, verticillium wilt, and I thought it was fatal, but it wasn't.
And in this area, you have effectively used a needled evergreen behind you, and I'm not familiar with this one.
This is a Japanese red pine, Pinus densiflora, Oculus Draconis. It's a dragon's eye pine.
I'm gonna go home with that in my head.
Well, they say if you look at the branches
I
from
see
that,
it.
looks like a dragon's eye. I wouldn't know.
Well,
But,
it's not a candle. That's just the
That's this year's growth. It grew that
but
this
that
year.
center inside is
Yeah.
not a new candle. It's
No.
just what it does.
It's just what it does.
Well,
Gets this white look, and then Sun King Aralia, which
absolutely.
is a good plant for anywhere.
Well, and without going there, I know that my eye can see the path that led us here. And now let me ask you one more question.
Mm-hmm.
This going to get the sun,
Yeah,
and it's going to stay till late afternoon.
till 4:30 at least.
Well,
These need a lot of sun.
okay, let's go see maybe something that could be shaded. The culinary sage in the purple, that sets the palette here, doesn't it?
It does.
And then talk about the plants here that are touched with that color and what they are. That leads us to the top.
Okay, the sage, we use it a lot, that in the tricolor and the variegated, just to give tough, durable color in the heat. It'll take the heat
Yeah.
where a lot of things won't. Standing ovation, switchgrass, gives you you can see some of the same color purple
It does.
in the leaves.
Okay, and then bouncing off of that,
We've got the coreopsis with sort of the same color in the center.
it's
The
there.
sedums and the slab planter and the crevice garden, the colors come and go, but it'll have that same color in that sedum earlier in the year. And the Joe Pie
Yes.
will again have the same.
Well, and we
same
can't
color.
forget old chicken grit. It's
Chicken
purple
grit
too.
everywhere.
Okay.
I buy more chicken grit than anybody, and
They
I have
want-
no poultry.
And they want to know how big your flock is.
Yeah, they
Okay,
do.
let's go into some shade now. That maple tree has a name, but you've adapted another name. to it. What is this tree?
That is the grandson's secret hiding place. They play inside that tree and hide.
And you allow them to climb the branches?
I do. They're not very big yet, so they can play around under that tree, and they think they're far away.
And I noticed it has a little opening, but really, botanically, what is this?
That is another dissectum, and this one is an Abishadara. This one's about, 10 feet tall and
Okay.
20 feet across.
That's good. From one magnificent maple to another, Jeff.
This is one of my favorite trees. This is Acer gracium, paperbark maple.
It's just beautiful.
It's very hardy, beautiful bark, beautiful bark.
Well, what about these leaves emerging?
Okay, this is the tree. It's never failed me. I don't know if it works for everybody, but once this tree leaves out in the spring, I plant anything. No more damaging frost after that. But that's only my personal thing. I don't know if it's universal.
Well, I want to tell you, knowing that you had said that, I watched mine at home, and when
Did
that
it work?
happened, it worked. But for me, the beauty of this tree is the exfoliating bark, and that you see that papery look. Well, Jeff, I know I've been told not to be envious, but I don't know how to keep from it. You have collected your knowledge, you're well educated, you have an eye for art, and you're situated right here in the mountain air and the beautiful blue-green around you, and I am. And I want to come back someday.
Come back anytime. We're happy to have you here today, and we'll leave a light on for you.
Thank you.
For inspiring garden tours, growing tips, and garden projects, Visit our website at volunteergardener.org or on YouTube at the Volunteer Gardener channel and like us on Facebook.